Alright, so we have just passed through Stadtham and come out the other end, back on the open road. Stad is about 75 k's away from East London. Been on the road since 3:15. It's now 4:23, so it's taken us about an hour. It's a slow journey because we're really heavy. Let me get the lights on here. We're really heavy at the moment. We got over half a ton of chum in the back of the bakkie, plus we got the boat full of chum, and everything's just very heavy. It's gonna be a slow drive. What should be normally a 5.5 hour drive is gonna take us around 8 hours. It's about 580 k's from East London to Gariep Dam. Queenstown is 185 k's out, so to put it into perspective, we've got a long way to go. You can see there's the beautiful boat in tow, old Simply Wild, my dad's boat. There's the bakkie, and we've just stopped to stretch our legs, and it is freezing cold behind your Cathcart. You can see the sunrise there behind me, and the next stop will be Queenstown, where we get some breakfast, and then from there we go through, I think, Dad, what's the next town from Queenstown? Sterkfontein, and then we head through past Carlsberg and up to Gariep. So yeah, let's get back on the road. Still got a long way to go. It's been almost 3.5 hours now. Took us just on 3 hours to get to Queenstown, which normally takes an hour and 40. So now it's just the last stretch to the dam, which is going to take about another 3 hours or 2.5 hours. In the distance there, when I zoom in now, you can start seeing Gariep Dam, or like Gariep as it's called in the area, but we just call it Gariep Dam. We are now roughly 60 kilometers from our final destination, which is Forever Resort. So we've probably got about another half an hour, 45 minutes at the most, and we'll be there. This dam is about 100 kilometers long. So yeah, we're nearly there. Dad, how are you feeling after all this driving?
No, it's going well, eh?
A little bit tired?
A little bit tired, but I've enjoyed sitting and chatting.
No, look chaps, we are a bit tired. I mean, I've been awake since 2 o'clock. I couldn't sleep, and when you got to bed at 10, and my dad's been awake since 1:30. So up ahead of us here, we have a little signboard that indicates Gariep Dam and the little town of Gariep, as you can see there. And in about 100 or 200 meters, we're going to take a right. You can see in the distance there, sorry about my finger there, but in the distance you can see there's some power lines, because there's a hydroelectric power station here. And up over us we got a very sharp hairpin turn to the left, if you want to call it that. And then from there we literally go up the hill and we're at the dam. Now this dam is 100 kilometers in length from the dam wall to the very furthest point in the dam. And the wind gets very strong here, that you get some chop inside here that's almost like you're on the sea, and people get seasick on this dam, to be completely honest. And there's a lot of little koppies that pop up that you can take your gearbox out and your boat out on. But let me just quickly climb on the boat and give you a good view as we go over the dam wall here. This is just such a pristine view. You can see how clean the dam is. It is blue. Looks like you're looking out at the sea, but so clean. We've got the river that runs out of the Gariep. And I think that forms part of the Orange River. I stand to correction. There's the hydroelectric power station, which feeds power to the whole area and the farms. Out in the distance there, you can see if I zoom in, that's a little harbour where all the yachts are, and the Gariep Yacht Club, or the Free State Yacht Club. And that's where we launch and go out every morning. Those are the sluice gates. Workers tell you stories of how they put ropes over the side with a big 13-year-old hook and a whole chicken, and the rope gets snapped from big barbel along the dam wall. Just want to jump out here and have a squiz over the side and see if I can see some barbel or yellowfish. You can see down there at the bottom, that is water coming out of the sluice gates that feeds the power station with electricity. Now let's walk across the road to this side. Yo, and there's a big yellowfish swimming down there. right up against the wall there on the surface. I don't know if you can see it. I just want to get it in. There we go. It's a nice big yellowfish. Yellowfish are in spawn at the moment, but that to me looks like a largemouth yellow with some smallmouth in between, or it's just a very big smallmouth yellow. What a view! What a place to be! You can catch yellowfish, onerbeki, muddies, tilapia, carp, barbel, bass. This dam just has everything. Palangs, you name it, it's in here. And maybe this afternoon we can go get a bit of yellowfish action, some catch and release yellowfish action before we show you guys the carp and barbel. So I think we're in for a treat here this week. Down below us here we got Forever Resorts, or Gariep Forever Resorts. There's the launch site and the yacht club, conference venue, out through the harbour mouth and into the main dam. Right, so we've arrived here in Gariep, and we can't exactly get into the chalet just yet. Our chalet will only be available at around 11:30, 12. It's 10 o'clock now. So forgive me for pronunciation, but we are at Chailatate, the restaurant here that serves one of the best burgers you'll ever taste. And while we wait for our teammates, we're going to go inside here and enjoy a burger and a cold one. How's it? Any words?
Just nice to be here, finally.
It is, eh? So yeah, it's gonna have a nice cold one and a burger, and then we'll show you guys around the cottage once we're back in the resort. Morning, my fellow anglers. So our first day out on the water today. It's flipping hot here. Yesterday was 40 degrees. Today we're estimating around 35 to 37 degrees. So it's quite hot. Unfortunately, a transformer has blown near Bloem. So there's no electricity here, there's no power, so we can't mince our millies, which is normally the first step of the morning. So use that to catch the carp. So now we just need to shoot up the road to the OK Mini Mart to go grab some electricity from the generator to mince the mealies. This right here is our mealie cooker. The mealies that we're putting in here, we're cooking them because we use it to chum for the carp, as well as mincing it up for bombait for the carp. It's enough in there to cook for the afternoon. I'm gonna go get some buckets of water to put in here, and we're gonna get this going, and then we're gonna mince our mealies for tomorrow. These mealies, when you cook them, as you can see inside the drum here, they got to be submerged in water. And what you do before you start cooking, you wait for them to soak a bit to get soft, and then you cook them until they're soft. Just add a little bit. Okay, that's cool. We'll save the rest from the cooker. Half of these mealies are going into bombait, which we're going to mince. The other half is going in as chum. So we'll just leave this, once it's softened up a bit, we'll leave it to boil for about 2-3 hours. Once it's softened, you can mush it in your hand or pop it in your mouth and eat it, then you know it's ready. So let's leave this to do its thing. We've got some mealies that were cooked yesterday in the buckets here, which we're going to go mince. We can get ourselves ready for some more fishing tomorrow. Okay, so these are the mealies that are already cooked from today, that we cooked while we were out on the water. We've got an industrial grade motor on the back here to mince. We mince our barbel chum and our carp chum in here, but obviously we've cleaned it up enough that we can start mincing. And we're going to mince enough that once it's minced, it fills about a 3/4 bucket or a whole bucket here, which is 35 liters. And then the rest will be used as soft chum, or as cooked chum, as I should say. And this is our bombait for tomorrow. When you pick that up, super sticky, and that's a perfect little bombait. Make your hole in the middle, put your spring inside, and close it shut. Often while I'm mincing, I just pick up a corn, chow. Perfect edible grade, but the fish love it. guys, so we're out on the Gariep Dam. We've been chumming for the past 2 days. Finally on the spot, we anchored. We're going to have a throw and test the waters to see how our spot's looking for the tournament. Here's my fishing partner Jordan. Welcome, Jordan. Welcome to the team. We're fishing as the Protea under 21 sides at this internationals, SA versus Namibia. So yeah, what we're going to do, we've got our barbel rods ready here. There's one for you and one for myself. And we want to put them down and see if we can catch ourselves a barbel to cook tonight. And then we're going to get a carp rod in the water too and see what happens. And there we go, our first fish for the trip. The sharp-toothed catfish, as they call it in the Smith's book, or the African sharp-toothed catfish, and we just call it a normal barbel. But that is going to be perfect size for our catch cook tonight, so this one's going to go in the hatch. And then we're going to catch a couple more for some catch and release and just have a bit of fun. So first and foremost, the bait that we're using here, not the most pleasant thing, but it's day-old chicks that haven't made it at the hatchery, the ones that died. And we take them and we dip them in our own little mixture that we make. Let's get that out. Hey George, I hope we got some time to just sit and think while we wait for bites. Tell us a little bit on your journey that you took to reach your first SA cap this year.
Well, it was long and hard. It was 3 years, which was kind of quick, which I thought it went very fast, and I never thought that I'd get here, but when I had the opportunity, I registered and got into it.
Yeah. Something that must be mentioned about Jordan, he did something that a lot of the anglers can't say they've done. He made his first SA cap in his first 3 years of fishing, and you actually need to fish 3 nationals in a row to build your stats up. But with that being said, you need to be at least in the top 5 in all 3 of those tournaments to be able to get yourself up on the national ranking list. And normally each year the top 4 anglers are selected as your team. Now we've got a 2-man team this year, so I'm sitting 3rd on the ranking list, Jordan's sitting 4th, and obviously the other guys didn't nominate, but generally your top 4 get selected for your teams. And for Jordan to get his colors in his first 3 years, it just shows you the quality of an angler that he is, to be able to just go from the start, 3 years later gets his first cap. So well done.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Lucky to be fishing with you, bud.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, I think we're about to have some more beautiful Shimano music. We got a bit of a barbel bite happening, yeah? Just trying to feel and see if he's biting with this little technique here. If he goes, I just give him line. If he comes forward, I just reel in. But it allows me to feel the bite without that fish feeling me. I can feel him sitting sucking on the end there, but I don't want to spook him. Just take up some of the slack. Okay, he seems to have dropped it. We're just going to leave the bait there and hope that he comes back. Yeah, so we got old Jordan on here with a barbel. Seems to be giving him a bit of fun here. See what happens. You can hear that beautiful Shimano music on the end there. Here's a little quick question for the viewers. The first person to guess the temperature right that we're sitting in at the moment in this heat here, the first person to guess the correct temperature will get a shout out in the next video. Little correction there, I'm talking about the air temperature. First viewer to guess the air temperature right will get a shout out in the carp video. And congratulations to Mornay for being the first viewer to answer my last episode's question correctly. A lacquer barbel from Jordan. Let's just get a hook remover and get the hook out. You slip it on the line. Slip it down, gets to the hook. Okay, now the hook remover's on the hook. Hook's coming out. Nice one, bud. Let's get another one. So the plan of action that we've got going here, if you can hear me there, we've now caught 3 barbel on the spot. We've had a couple bites. We're going to stop fishing for barbel now. We're going to stop fishing on anchor for these barbel. And what we're going to do just now, we're going to up anchors and we're going to go drift for barbel. It's literally like you're drifting for a game fish type of thing, but it's a simple chase with a teardrop sinker, and you put a platana on the end, a frog, and you throw him out and you just drift. And as that sinker bounces with some beads on it, it rattles and the barbel hears it, he comes in and he chows the frog. So what we want to do, we want to leave these barbel on the spot. We don't want to hurt them, we want to save them for the competition days, so we're not going to fish anymore for the barbel here. And we'll go drift for them. Let's just get this barbel back, bit of a smaller one. All fun? Nice, George. Okay, so I made a bit of a boo-boo. Never done this before. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yes, luck. This is fun. I'll tell you that. Give it a spin. Okay. Ready to go in the pan. Almost looks like king clip. So we're gonna go deliver this to Hein. And yeah, see how this comes out in the pan. Alright, so we're back here with Hein and Melissa. And our next plan of action is this barbel that we've got filleted here and skinned. I've never eaten barbel before. I've eaten palang, but if it's anything similar to that, it's going to be good. So let's get this going on the fire here. And I'm going to let Hein take over and take the wheel here. He knows exactly what's popping with this.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get some ingredients. We got some lemon juice, we got some fresh lemons, we got some garlic, we got some soy sauce, fish spice, and onions. I'm going to cut the onions up and I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to put all the spices, soy sauce, and it's going to sit for about half an hour. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to fry it. Okay, you want to cut the onion very thin.
Taking lots of tips here. These are some recipes I'm going to try when I get back to the coast on our fish that we get in the sea.
In very small pieces. Nice blocks that you can sprinkle over.
Hein, you were saying earlier on, when this is done, it's going to taste similar to hake. Am I right?
Yes. You must be the judge for that, Nana.
Okay.
Add a bit of garlic.
I trust you on this because in the previous video on the Coop, I was very pleasantly surprised with the flavor that I got. So I'm going to believe you on this. I'm keen to taste it.
Lemon juice. Fish spice. Some pepper. Okay, soy sauce.
How did you discover these techniques of cooking it?
Oh, we just tried and tried and tried until we liked the taste. And there we go. And now we just let it lie and
Wait for it to soak.
yeah. As it goes on the fire, you put some blocks of pineapple, but we'll cut that up now. We got the barbel. It's been sitting in a sauce for the last half an hour. Now we're going to put it on the brine, and we're going to brine for about 15 minutes. While we're busy brining it, I'm going to put some lemon slices on it, and I'm also going to take some pineapple and put it on it. Try and get all the onions and that on the top. 7 minutes aside, and then we should be
Operational.
good to eat.
Perfect. Let's let it simmer.
Okay. Once I cut it, I'm going to grate it. Alright. The small grater. Okay.
Alright.
And then I'm going to cut thin pieces of lemon.
That also going on the fire with it.
Also going on. Grated pineapple on.
Oh, you're turning it now?
Turn it.
Okay. So once the side's done, then we're good to go.
And you're good to go. That's why you put the lemons on the top of this side.
Okay.
There we go.
Perfect. Now we just leave it to cook.
Another 7 minutes and it's done. And we'll serve this on a nice bed of garden salad. Let's plate it now so we can eat it.
We were naughty. We had a little bit of a tester or a teaser taste while Hein was busy cooking.
You must bring it closer.
And it is insanely good.
Here's the garden salad. There we go. But chili sauce, sweet chili sauce is perfect with the barbel.
Oh my goodness, would you look at that.
Take a bit of pineapple.
Time to taste.
Alright. Take a bit of barbel and
Bon appetit.
that is awesome.
That's really, really good.
And
Hein, once again, thank you so much for hosting us tonight and for showing us your secret recipe for the barbel. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode. Don't forget to like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel. And once again, the merch will be available down in the description below at catchcook.com. So yeah, we'll catch you in the next episode. Hope you enjoy it.
Bye guys.